Oh, 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 who's here? It's me. I'm in a great mood right now. I cleaned. I'm sitting in a nice clean living space now. Well, okay, it could be better, but it's much tidier. I didn't like full on mop everything, but it's all vacuumed and dusted and decluttered. Hi, Bean Cat, how are you? It was desperately in need, and I was just like, man, if I want to stream tonight, I want to be in like a space that makes me happy. The contrast with the lack of meaningful progress in my real life at the moment. So I thought, you know what? I need the vibes to be immaculate. I'm glad you're hanging in there. That's great. That's nothing but good news. Did I save state? I didn't. Looks like I believed in the attack doing the right thing, and I was correct. It has a quick save. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get all the Yoshi star coins. I wasn't really doing that when I played this last, but I feel like this game is What the fuck, Automod? No, that's fine. Come on. Come on, Automod. Don't be homophobic, Twitch. That's fine. Well, okay, I kind of get it. I get that one. Honestly, if I had the time, I would definitely like segment my auto mod. Twitch lets you do it like user by user. And at that point, you would just ban somebody. I feel. It's okay though, it's a permitted term now. My favorite was when it picked up somebody talking about Eggman Nega from Sonic Rush. But it picked that up as, which, admittedly, yeah! I mean, I can't tell you if you said it really fast. I remember thinking, why did it do that? And then I looked back at it and I went, oh my god, that's kind of funny. How do I get that? Did I make a mistake? Did I make a mistake? I must have made an error. But yeah! As I said, I was like, if I'm gonna stream tonight, I want to have it be in like a space that is, because it was long overdue, because the problem with what I have been going through right now with regards to work, beyond trying to find a better job than the one I'm working right now, which has been a hassle, my job has started to give me what I can only describe as, like, work hours designed to funnel the enjoyment out of being alive. And I don't mean, like, an excessive amount of them. Like, I'm getting, actually, more than I used to, which I like. But, it's more at, like, time periods that do not allow me to do anything. And to be more pointed about that, like, I start my shift in the middle of the day, and then I get home so late at night that booting up a stream is really hard. Like, tonight, for instance, I got home around that. And it's like, I would really rather get home at, like, 7 or 8 if I'm gonna go in later in the day. Because then I can, stream at 7:30 or 8. I have time to get home, relax, do a little bit of cleaning, and I need to be big, and I keep messing this up. And do a little bit of prep, and then go live. But it's not quite so easy when you come home really late at night. And it also gets in the way of me doing things like commentary for Guilty Gear events and other things. Like, it just, the way it is set up, it is like a fucking huge wedge in my day that I can't really work around anything else besides, like, the bare minimum of shit, like maybe writing, practicing a bit of plus R, like applying for jobs. That's it. Like, I can only do very, very small activities. And it is just unbelievably annoying. And it's only been going on for a couple weeks. So I'm hoping next week is the last time they're going to be giving me a whole bunch of that. But if not, I might actually have to abuse my seniority. And write in like a whiny, complainy letter or something. That's really what it's been. That's why my stream schedule has been all over the fucking place and not really consistent and like, oh, let's hop on at 10 p.m. Eastern. Like, oh, well, I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't have to, if that wasn't like when I had the free time. And I really would rather not be doing that. Even though I enjoy, you know, doing this, like obviously having a good time. But I know it limits the amount of people that actually catch that I'm doing this. And a lot of people that watch my streams tend to tune in at around, you know, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and then they stick around. But this late at night, they're either, like, doing this or doing something else. They're not... It's just weird for me. And it's hard for me, too, because I find it's not easy to start a stream, stop a stream, and then just go to bed. Like, I can't just sleep right after I do this. Because normally, I finish my stream up and then I'm up for like an hour or two and then I go to sleep. But when I'm streaming this late and I go for the usual like 2 hours, maybe 1 hour, an hour and a half, whatever, I just find it really hard to get to sleep. Like, I'm all amped up because I've just been talking with people, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? So it's difficult. Now, does that... Okay, I'm gonna save state. I just want to make sure that... Does that count as collecting? It does, okay. Nice. And also, that was a big problem I had with work at one point, where they would have me do, like, a closing, and then they would have me, like, a round opening the next day, which is... Like, you're sending me home very late, and I've just been talking with people for basically all day at work, and doing shit. How am I supposed to go to bed, like, when I'm all fucking energized, and then get there in the morning again? I haven't had that happen anymore, at least to any serious degree. But it used to happen a lot. But I just worry I sound really whiny. Because I don't think they're doing this on purpose. I don't think they know that it wedges my day in such a way, because I'm not really super public about this kind of stuff that I do, really. I don't tell my fucking employer that I stream Mario hacks every Monday or whatever. Like, they don't really care. They don't think it's that important, and I don't think they need to know either, really. But it's more just like... whatever hours they need me to fill like this, despite the pay being much better because I get more of them, it's really inconvenient for one of my personal goals of this year, which was to, you know, get like 4 streams a week. That was the basic principle of it. I was like, I want to do 4 a week, because I had done 2 a week basically all of last year. Sometimes I would do more. It was sporadically. But, like, generally, it was always Sunday, Monday. That was the guaranteed slot where I would do stuff. And this year, I said I want to start doing, like, 4. Sunday, Monday, always, again, because that's the guaranteed. And then, like, Tuesday and Thursday was my tentative. And then, like, it was working. And then this happened. So now I'm hoping to God that I can unwrench this. And I hope that they stop giving me these really crappy time slots, because it would also let me commentate Boston Blue Beat, because I was like, I asked a coworker, hey, can we switch? Can we switch shifts? Because, like, I've done it for them many, many times for shifts that I didn't want. And they're like, oh no, I don't want to work that late. And I'm just like sitting there, I'm just staring, like, fucking forget every time I've done this? So I have to figure that out. Might just have to tell the Boston Blue Beat staff, no, I can't commentate again because I got fucked by my fucking hours. And I can't, like, say no to the hours. I need the money. Living is expensive, and also, like, you know, since I write for a Nintendo website, I need to have a Switch too. I can't just not have it. I can't cover that system without owning it. But I've already told everybody that I work with at that site that there's no way in hell I'm getting every new game. So I'm just going to aim to review and write about the ones that I do get. And it's not going to be a ton. I have to be pretty judicious with my spending because it just... Okay, I can't do that. It would be pretty funny if I did that, but I can't. I can't do that wink wink. But, no, I'm just like, yeah... The good news is that that's kind of more or less what was happening anyways, because... When I look at my Switch library, a lot of it isn't really... up for FBI agent. Yeah, true. The black box on Discord listening to me in every call, I do not mean it. But, yeah, I also am going to ask the editor lead guy if I can report my technical teardown findings in a little article. To talk about things that it does correctly and things that I think it could do better, if there are any. Because when the Switch 2 comes out, I am streaming, obviously. But, like, I guarantee you a solid 1 or 2 hours of that stream are not even going to be Mario Kart. It's going to be me testing things like input lag and how it runs games. Because I am very curious. And the new Pro Controller. Hey, we're finally at New Worlds now. Isn't that great? But yeah, that's the explanation on, like, the streaming situation. Yeah. No, the hardware pricing seems perfectly good. As crazy as it might sound to people, I think the price of that system for what it is delivering is really good, to be honest with you. Maybe not, like, the best deal ever? Well, so it was higher than I expected, but the specifications on it are better than I thought. I did not think they would aim for 1080p 120. I did not think I'd ever see the phrase 120 FPS on a Nintendo stream. That is crazy. Because that also means the console's outputting at 120 Hz. Like, it has to. If it's running a game at 120 FPS, it has to, or else it'll be fucking... You won't be able to see the frames. So that means that if you play it in that mode, which I assume is one of the options, you can probably pick between, like, performance mode and, like, 4K mode. And I'm gonna be in 120 all the time. But that's a huge increase in input responsivity. Just on, like, an image response level. It's just the fucking games are insane. I don't know what the hell happened there. Beyond the economy. We get to see if that sticks or not. Everybody says, oh, it will. I don't know. I never like to act like things are certain. I have no idea. But I think if you own a Switch and you have the money for a Switch 2, there's a world that I hope we live in where, like, the fact that it just plays your Switch library, but better, is enough reason to own it, and you don't even need to buy any of the new games. That is what I'm going to be testing it to find out. To see if, as like a hardware upgrade on its own, does it stand? Does it stand correctly? Does it put its best foot forward? But I speculate that the games on it are gonna feel amazing if it's playing it. If it's playing at 120 Hz, it's gonna feel way better to just do anything, even in old Switch games. It is just gonna be way fucking better. Oh, yeah, I anticipate that they are honestly pricing Switch 2 games at a premium because they might also make more Switch games at this point. And from what it sounds like, based on statements they're making, they're not trying to make the Switch 2 like an essential piece of hardware either, which is interesting. Like, the billing is that, like, if you want it, you can get it, but I definitely don't get the impression that they are trying to make it feel essential, because they're releasing things like Prime 4 on the Switch 1, and they are still mentioning people purchasing the regular Switch. So I don't know, it might be one of those weird situations where it extends the life of the first console just because it's so expensive at this point. It does feel like basically a Switch Pro. If I thought about it, like, holistically, it feels like a Pro model more than it does, like, a new console. And that also might be why they are bundling Mario Kart for, like, a bundle price that gives you the game at a significantly cheaper value. Because normally Nintendo bundles don't do that, but this one is different. And I wonder if that is a choice they're making because they want people to buy that, and then, like, Mario Kart might be, like, the only thing they get on it for a while. I don't know, though. I have no idea. I can't speak. I don't work for them. I'm on a website that writes about it, but I don't, like, do that shit. Hi, Cinderfall fan. How you doing? You're doing okay on this wonderful evening. But yeah, that was a lot of words, but that is kind of where my stream schedule is at and what's happening in the future. I want to wrap up Dragon Quest. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm very close to the end, I feel. Or at least I think I should be. But, you know, who knows how true that really is. Like, I don't even know how many hours I've streamed Dragon Quest 11 at this point. Many. I can say for sure. I can say for certain it's a lot of them, but I don't know how close to the end I am. I've heard that there is a third act of the story, but it is considered post-game, so I'm still kind of debating internally if I want to really lock in on that. Yeah, there's a couple of Tower of Heaven songs in this game, Jan. It's kind of neat. Fish and Koopa! Yeah, I'm still trying to think. Do I want to lock in on the third act of Dragon Quest XI? Because I hear it's a lot harder than the first two acts, and it might require, you know, more grinding. There might just be more to it. And I don't know how that will translate to me streaming it. Like, me playing it as a game, I could easily see myself doing the third act, because, like, I love that game. I could think so much more into it if they have more new things to offer me. But I don't know how well that would go for streaming it. Because currently those streams do fine, relatively speaking, but, you know, a lot of people don't watch me for RPGs. Like, And that's fine. It's just not really the kind of thing that people put on their side monitor or listen to me talk about a lot. The Final Fantasies and stuff. The only reason people like really tune in is if I stream a game, an RPG I don't like. Like when I did Final Fantasy II, people were all over that one. People really enjoyed some FF5. Okay, I like that game a lot, but something like Dragon Quest doesn't really like mesh with what my channel normally does, and that's fine. I don't expect people to just roll up for no reason and be like, yeah, suddenly I want to watch you play Dragon Quest. I get it. I just wanted to stream it because I got it new, and I thought, you know, I did Dragon Quest III HD 2D, and people like that. It's like a completely separate set of people watch my Dragon Quest streams versus the ones that watch my Mario streams and some platformer stuff. It's pretty neat, actually. I find it very fascinating and cool. But that's the plan with Dragon Quest. I don't know what the RPG I'll be streaming after that is. I have a friend that really wants me to play Phantasy Star 4. And I might have to really take him up on that. He really thinks I like it a lot. But I've never played a Phantasy Star game. There is, of course, the new Deltarune thing coming out soon as well. Chapters 3 and 4, but I'm probably not going to stream those. I might just play them. Might just play them on my own because, you know, that's kind of what I've done for the other parts of Deltarune, so to, like, catch it up on the stream, I would have to basically play all of Episode 1 and 2 again. And Deltarune Episode 1 is short enough to finish in one stream, but I feel like Deltarune Chapter 2... Oh, the episode, I'm sorry. I feel like Deltarune Chapter 2 is like a significantly bigger game. Like, Chapter 2 is about the size of Undertale. And it's like, oh, there's a lot of stuff you can do in that one. So Chapters 3 and 4 coming out at the same time is daunting. And it would also mean that I would probably spend, like, the better half of a month and a half streaming Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2, and then getting to the actual new stuff that I haven't done yet. So, yeah, I don't see myself streaming it. But I could definitely see myself playing it, for sure. It is exciting because there's supposed to be 7 chapters for Deltarune, I think. You correct me if I'm wrong. Supposed to be like 7 chapters. I'm really wondering if Deltarune will ever be finished while I'm alive. Odds are, maybe? I'm not really putting bets on it. I don't want to put a bet on it like it's some kind of joke. Because my actual thoughts on the fact that Deltarune is going through this is that I think it's really fortunate that Toby Fox is the person making it. Because I don't know if anybody else could really get away with this. Not because it's something people don't like, but because it's, like, financially speaking, this is, like, kind of a burden, you know? In the modern day, like, gig economy, it's kind of shocking to actually, like, just not be releasing something every, even, like, 2 or 3 years. But Undertale was just that successful, I suppose. And he also, you know, picks up a lot of freelance work and does composing work in other spots, too. Like, it's really fortunate that it's him making it, and I really do respect that he's so committed to it matching his vision that he refuses to rush it out. He doesn't want to just get it done. He is taking his time with it, no matter what the cost of that is, and the cost is a significant amount of added dev time, most certainly. But I'm sure it'll pay off. I think it'll benefit the game. At least I hope it does. I hope that it's not disappointing. For whenever it is that I see the end of it. However old I am, probably in my mid-30s, if I had to guess when it would come out, when chapter, like, the final chapter would come out, I would have to estimate it would probably get finished when I am in my mid-30s. Which is, you know, anywhere from the end of this year to 6 or 7 years from now? Which, you know, shoutouts to me surviving till the age of 30, by the way. In my late 20s, I actually didn't know if I would. I feel like most people who aren't, like, whatever decade age they are, feel like they're not gonna make it to the next, you know, big milestone. It's a pretty common emotion. At least in my family it is. I'm just like, yeah, I didn't think I'd make it that long. Yeah, me neither. Me neither! But yeah, Deltarune, very exciting. And then there's also the Gex collection, which I am thinking about streaming. I would have bought the physical edition if it wasn't the people who are releasing it. But I am captivated at the idea of the second Gex game in widescreen with, like, native widescreen. And I'm curious if they have done any other performance or camera improvements. Because I would not be opposed to Gex 2 Enter the Gecko with better in-game camera. You would actually not find me very upset about that. In fact, I would be quite happy because I think the game's level design is quite good. I think it's just let down by its camera. Which is a little unfortunate for it. Did it say Donk? Sure, that's funny. Yeah, we got the penguin suit. Yeah. One thing I gotta give New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I did like the added power-ups. Besides the propeller suit, I found the propeller suit pretty boring. It was kind of fun what you could do with it sometimes, but like as a flight power-up, there's not really a big skill floor for it. You just kind of go up. And on one hand, I suppose it's nice that there's something that simple, but I never liked it that much. I thought the ice flower was way more interesting, and I thought the penguin suit was way more interesting. I don't remember what else we had that was new. I think those are the only two other ones, actually. It was the propeller, the penguin, and the ice flower. Likely ban evader restricted. Second rate Puritano CG? I'm gonna ban you. And that Beautiful isn't in here to do that. Oh, hold on a minute. Just finished a nice cup of coffee, and do not worry, it was decaf. I've been having the habit of, because of the way my work hours have been, even before they were like the really fucked up shifts, when I would ever work evenings, right? or when I would work later into the evening, like around 7:30, 8-ish, I basically have like a backup selection of coffee that is decaffeinated, so that if I want to have my second cup of coffee in the day, I can just have a nice cup of decaf in the middle of the night, and it does not keep me awake at all. Because I tried having coffee kind of late at night once, and I thought, yeah, I'll be able to get to bed, and it did not work. It was actually quite horrible, and I was like, but I love the taste of coffee. So I thought, well, what can I do to amend that? And then decaf was the solution. Because decaffeinated coffee, as it turns out, still tastes like coffee. I had always thought that decaffeinated would taste significantly different, but turns out no, it doesn't. It is remarkably similar, if not the exact same, to a regular cup. It just has no caffeine. And the only time I want caffeine is in the morning or the afternoon. I don't want it at night. At night it just makes me completely restless, and I do not enjoy that. Yeah, that's all that's going on in my life right now. How are you all doing, everybody that's here? I don't have much else exciting. I did interview for a job a couple days ago, which I've talked about a few times on this stream. Still don't know how that went. They're probably gonna let me know in, you know, a week or two if I even got it. Let me think. Oh right, vacation at the end of this month. That's something. By the end of this month, I mean June, not like right now. I suppose I should be more specific. June. At the end of the month of June. Which is basically so close to upon us that I'm just considering this like June. We're in the 28th, like what is it, the 28th? Yeah. We're basically in June already. But at the end of June, I am going to see my good buddy Krakan, who you maybe have seen on the stream a couple times. At the very least, you've seen him in the chat. He's another Plus R player with me. He is driving down to my house, staying here for one night, and then we're going on a road trip back to his place. I'm staying there for a week. I'm gonna be watching some fuck-ass movies and hanging out. It'll be like the last time I went. I went to Chicago with my good buddy Andu, who's also a Plus R player, and I hung out there for a week. And weirdly enough, we did not play a ton of Plus R. And the same will probably happen here. Like, we'll do it. But I've always said when I go to a vacation to a friend's house for like a week or whatever, I really don't want to just sit around and play video games. I want to go check out stuff in like your city where you live. I think that's way more interesting. Like, video games can be at night. I want to walk around and do stuff. Oh, the red dolphins explode. That's funny. But yeah, I would be like one of those walk around and do shit people if I lived anywhere near any of that in my city. And if there was a lot of shit to do. Although maybe tomorrow I'll go walk down the main city street and just check shit out. I get paid tomorrow, so maybe I'll spend some of that money. Responsibly. Or at the very least, just check stuff out. Because I feel like I just don't walk around and do enough exercise. So a little bit more wouldn't hurt. Would definitely be nice. Always the possibility there's something new. Floating dolphins? Yeah, that's some fucked up stuff. How did he even pull that off? And oh my god. Oh, this is really topical, given the discussion I had about Mario Sunshine on famous, fun website to talk to people on, Blue Sky. It is actually a fun website to talk to people on. I got in the conversation about Super Mario Sunshine. And I always find it weird that people, like, for that game in ways that you'd never expect. Like, trying to tell me that Mario Sunshine doesn't, like, fundamentally break when you play it is one of the strangest things. Maybe my experiences have been too pointed and I'm, like, in the minority here. And I will definitely accept that there is a possibility that is true. But on the other hand, I can't be the only one who has, like, somewhat regular issues with, like, collision and many other things in Super Mario Sunshine. To the point where I think it is more prevalent there than Mario 64, right? Because that was the entire point of the conversation. It was like, which one of these two games is, like, less polished? And in my opinion, fucking Mario Sunshine is not even close. In every way, like, the movement, the core mechanics, everything, the way the game, like, fucking functions at a basic level, I think Mario 64 is still a more functional game. Like, I never once thought that was ever a debate. Given all that I know about Mario Sunshine. Like, the fucking Blooper Wraith minigame is more fundamentally broken than, like, anything I've seen in Mario 64. And, like, sure, you can, like, BLJ and shit and do all this other stuff in Mario 64, but you would never run into that if you weren't looking for it. You don't have to look for trouble in Mario Sunshine, you'll fucking find it. You'll find trouble in Mario Sunshine. I don't have blood anymore, this is so sad. This is a scary boss, what the heck? It's kind of an interesting fight. But yeah, I was having that conversation. It's just like, how? Mario Sunshine? Really? Why is it always that one? Like, on one hand, I get that people, like, calling Mario Sunshine, like, an outright bad game. That's probably not true. But I also think, like, by 3D Mario standards, it is so undercooked, it's not even funny. Like, I could not tell you just how how funny it is to me that Mario Sunshine is the way that it is. I think it's like a shocking degree of being like sort of unpolished for a Mario game. Speaking of awesome though, this song. You know, Mario Odyssey is getting a Switch 2 patch. I'm kind of curious as to what that's going to do for it. Apparently it's for performance, which is funny because I do not recall any major performance issues in Mario Odyssey, but... You know, you make an already well-oiled machine run better, I suppose. You could always do that. I won't complain about it. I'm going to try to grab a checkpoint here. Or never mind. These star coins are kind of annoying, because it feels like a lot of what they require is a specific power-up, which I don't really like. I'm not overly fond of star coins and collectibles that require you to babysit a power-up. Especially when, like, you know, getting hit in a Mario level is somewhat normal if you're not playing completely perfectly. But could just be me. Could be me. I'm trying not to, like, salt post, it's just kind of weird. Do I have to... Okay, that doesn't really grab it, does it? I don't understand what I have to do here, then. Unless it's, oh, wait. Oh, puzzle! Okay, I understand. Yeah, checking out the Mario Odyssey patch would be fun. I think, I don't have Pokemon, so I can't boot up Pokemon and be like, oh my god, it runs. Anybody that owns Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will probably boot up the free performance patch and, you know, cry like their first son got born because the game won't drop to like 2 FPS every time it loads anything. The Switch 2 might finally be the system that can run that game that Nintendo has made. But we'll have to see how good it does. No idea how far that performance patch will go for that game, but I can't imagine it would be a small upgrade. I feel like it has to be a pretty noticeable one. I'm more surprised that they didn't announce anything with like Smash Ultimate. If they're doing those like upgrade packs with like new stuff, I am like honestly shocked they didn't just go print money mode. $10 upgrade pack for Ultimate featuring characters. But maybe they will, I don't know. I just figured they would. It's also nice they've apparently tested all of their existing titles that they made, so like any Nintendo game that you're playing on your Switch 2 should work. And they have like an entire list of games that currently have compatibility issues. And for whatever reason, it's a lot of Arcade Archives games, which I don't know why that's a thing. It makes you wonder what's wrong with, like, whatever method of backwards compatibility they're using. Apparently it's not full-on emulation, but it's like an emulation layer. I'm not really sure the technical specifications of it, but I'm really shocked that there are, like, a non-zero amount of things that aren't working. But, well, video games are hard. My only comment, forever and always. It's just always video games. Oh, is that how it did that? I didn't know that, actually. If it's the same method there, then the input latency will feel pretty great. Because when they said emulation layer, I was kind of worried. I was like, but it's not full-on emulation. Like it from what I understand, just like with the PSP, I suppose, it's like it's not quite an emulator, but it's like they just basically they take whatever it is that overlaps and then emulate whatever doesn't, which I assume would be like the OS. Like what I would have to imagine isn't compatible is something like the operating system and like certain internal functions, because you know that kind of stuff tends to change between console models like this. But it is a really fascinating thought. Oh, so excuse this cough. My allergies are still being really fucky. If they are doing this in like a month from now, well after my doctor's like nasal drops and everything are in effect, I'm probably gonna have to call my doctor and go back to him for this. So that's fun. We're just not gonna worry about it though. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. I just assume it is the season. This wasn't happening to me last May, and I know that's almost certainly because last year's winter was like half as long. So this is like the moment where all the snow melted and then there's a bunch of fucking pollen everywhere. Yeah, emulation layer. Really fascinating stuff. I kind of like that. I think that's a smart way of doing it, as opposed to, you know, full-on emulation, or just making it not backwards compatible, because a lot of people were worried that they were not going to do that, which I was like, how in the world would you ever think that? Not that I think that it's an entirely baseless thought, but, like, no fucking way in hell would Nintendo make the goddamn fucking motherfucking Switch and then just be like, yeah, no, we're not gonna have anything work with that, when it has, like, the largest user base of a Nintendo product in how long? Like, honestly, maybe besides the Wii. It's like, why would they not have backwards compat? It just wouldn't make any sense. It'd be like, I was never worried about it. I was like, there's no fucking way they won't do it. It would have to be like borderline where we want to sink our own ship. And they'd also have to, like, justify it. And if it's a Switch 2, if it's just another Switch, and it's gonna use cartridges, there would be no fucking way. Because they're not gonna go back to discs anytime soon, if ever. Like, I think discs and that kind of media are going the way of the dodo. Mostly because solid-state drives are like a standard at this point. And games do make use of that. That is one technology that is emerging that I think games actually make quite heavy use of. And quite regular good use of, too, might I add. Because solid-state drives reduce loading, they let you load stuff in the game way faster. They let you swap assets a lot quicker. Because that was one of the the big, like, downfalls of 3D gaming. And disc gaming in general was just like, you know, we've got all these things, but you can't instantly switch these scenes without loading. Like, Mortal Kombat Trilogy was a game that was made for solid states that came out on disc consoles. And my argument for that is, like, Shang Tsung morphing. For those who don't know, if you were playing Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Shang Tsung had, like, options in the options menu to determine how the morph worked in that game. And what you could do is, there was one option where he had every morph, but every time he would do it, the game would stop and load. And then there was another morph mode that you could pick where you would extend the loading time a little bit, but you would preload, like, a couple of morphs. Like, you would pick them on the select screen. But there was some really weird caveats to that. Like, certain ones couldn't be picked together. It was quite strange. Long and short, that kind of thing was just a limitation of, like, disc-based hardware and the loading time issue. And solid states, despite being more expensive to produce with regards to cartridges and all this other stuff, I think it is a net positive that we have them. I think it is better for games. Loading times in old games are like a necessary evil because, like, what else can you do? But when you can actually, like, work around that, hell yeah. Because I just think to myself, like, damn, there's so many versions of, like, old games that were just kind of worse because of the load times. Like, if you ever played Final Fantasy V on PS1, or God fucking forbid Chrono Trigger, Chrono Trigger with, like, actively intrusive load times would make me sad. Because I love Chrono Trigger. That's an amazing RPG. It's one of my favorites. I got to go through like a huge wave of emotions when they went, we accidentally leaked Chrono Trigger HD 2D, and then they went, no, just kidding. Because I would have been all over that. You have no idea how all over that I would have been. And I know everybody's like, oh, why does everybody want remakes and everything? And I'm like, look, I've played Chrono Trigger like at least 3 or 4 times. I want to see a new sprite artist like draw that shit in fucking pristine HD. That's why. I'm selfish. I want to see it. I don't care if you don't want to see it. I'll give a shit. That it would look so good. I played Dragon Quest III HD 2D. That shit was beautiful. She was so goddamn pretty. But you fucking know I want that on Chrono Trigger. You know I want to hear the Chrono Trigger soundtrack like fully orchestrated with like an instrument set off the Super Nintendo. Are you kidding me? The music alone would justify it. Oh god, this song takes me back. I'm kind of mad that I have to think about the fact that Mario 3D World is 12 years old, but... you know? I can't believe that game was... Actually, wait, no, hold on. It might be 2014. No, I think it was 2013, actually. I am pretty sure 3D World was 2013. I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh, my throat is gonna hate me tomorrow. Or tonight. For doing all this yapping. The other issue is streaming at night. My voice is a lot better during the day with these sinuses than it is at night, for whatever reason. But boy, that makes it annoying when the only times I can stream are when it's doing this. But it kind of comes and goes. I'm drinking plenty of water, don't worry about me. Aw, shit. But yeah, all in all, I am very excited. I'm excited for a lot of things coming up in my life, but also nervous and a little sad. But now that I'm not at work right now, I'm definitely feeling a lot better. You brick this? Well, I think you can get up there the other way. Wow! I love note blocks in Mario World. Yeah, all in all, lots of stuff happening. What else? When the Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers developer Tyron is available, I'll be having him on stream for an interview. Currently, he is going through home construction hell right now. God bless him. But, I would like to have him on for one. Where I'll be using the Cliff mod that I commissioned. It'll be a lot of fun. I have a couple questions in mind for him, but I'm sure I will also let people in the chat ask eventually. Let's hang out and shoot the shit. It'd be nice for him to watch me play a game that he made. He'll probably find that pretty cool. Even if he hates how I play it or whatever. Which I don't think he does, but... you know, Theoryland, right? You never know. This hack is really good, though. I feel like I haven't been talking about it a lot. I'm really sorry. I'm just kind of vibing to the visuals and the music in this thing. I'm not really, like, actively thinking about it too much. I am just having a good time. Wow, I got killed. Oh, excuse me. But excuse me for just a moment, I'll be right back. Let me get things sorted out. And then I will continue playing. Currently, though, we're making pretty good progress. This hack is going to take a little longer. Just a minute. Oh, I love my big squeaky door. I think that door is so charming. I've thought about like trying to fix it, but it's like, nah, I think hearing the door kind of squeak a little, it definitely adds to the mood of me leaving and like entering and exiting. You know, I think I straight up did not get what I went to go get. But it's okay. I am fine. My brain just like completely blanked out. I went, oh, yep. I think it's because my cats looked at me funny. They just stared at me like there was some kind of, like I was doing something. Which my cats commonly do look like that, by the way. Like, they do look at me in that way. I don't know why. Whenever they're, like, lying down and sleeping, whenever I walk by them, and they're, like, they turn their head to look at me, they look like... They look like they're fixing for a fight or something. I'm not, like, angry, I just think they look very perturbed. They look inquisitive of what I am doing. And oftentimes it's me doing nothing, really. I'm not, like, doing anything. But cats are very funny creatures. So I've come to expect this kind of behavior from them. Like, if anybody here has owned a cat, you probably already know. You probably already have like 1,000 stories for me, even. About how your cat is the funniest thing ever. And I can validate you by saying that cats are just funny creatures. You're not fooling me. That's a pit. Maybe the star coin was over there. I have to find the second one. Bless me, my goodness. Also, it's quite rainy outside, I think. Either that or I thought I heard rain. Not bad. I'm sure my power will go out when the skies are perfectly clear and there's nothing happening. Oh. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, because as far as power outages go, I'm really cursed. I remember streaming Banjo-Kazooie in the middle of a fucking loud thunderstorm that people could hear on the stream. But then I'm like streaming in the middle of the day where the weather's perfectly fine and my power goes out. And I'm just like, yep. That's epic. And also like makes no sense, but yeah. Like terrible weather? No power outage. Perfectly normal day, it's gone. And usually it's because somebody did it bad. Because the people that drive in my city are, specimens, that's for sure. They sure are humans that I occupy the planet with. Also, yeah, it is really funny to hear We're the Robots in a Mario game. Really great Mega Man song, by the way. No. You know, no complaints from me about We're the Robots. You're never gonna hear me talk any shit about that. See, I'm probably gonna go until 12 and then just stop. So for about another hour. So I had to cut it short, everybody. I definitely thought about doing it till 12:30. I was like, I kind of want to relax the rest of the night that I have. Like, the very small amount of time, probably like an hour, that I have to remain awake before I go to sleep. But since I did all the cleaning I was going to do tomorrow today, that frees up my day tomorrow, so I can... How the fuck do I get this? What? I thought it was like fake floor or something. But yeah, that is currently the plan. And again, the only reason I'm going for such a short time is because I started a little late. If I had started at 9:30, I would have been definitely going till 12. It would have been 2.5, but I was like, no, I have to clean. I need to do this. Okay, I don't know how I'm supposed to get that coin. Like, is there actually a floor down here? No, that's like the air. Unless that's how I'm supposed to grab that, but like that sure seems ridiculous. Like, you could not possibly expect that of me, right? Okay, wait, no, I have an idea. I have an idea. Do I really have to, like... You know, I definitely get it. It is just complete nonsense. Okay, and now... Yeah, I guess that's the intended solution? I don't know, really. Not really much of a puzzle, if I'm being honest. Quite confusing. Oh well. Maybe there's also a power-up I could have brought back here that would have done something for that. It's a very real outcome. That's a pretty short level. We are at the end anyway. Yeah, I will say this hacked levels, the level design is really good, and it's also not very long. Like, I definitely don't feel like I'm having my time wasted by very long stages. Which can absolutely be an issue in some of these Mario hacks, let me tell you. I really like the Second Reality project, at least I liked it a lot back when I... back when I first played it. I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much now, because I remember those levels being really long and only having one checkpoint. Because I think those hacks came out, even the remakes, came out before they added the, before they had the 2 checkpoints patch or whatever, the multiple checkpoints. Because nowadays you can have, like, up to 3 checkpoints in your hack now, per stage. If you want that many. Which, like, I just think having the option for even that much is kind of neat. Oh. You could definitely, argue that if your level needs that much, it might be too long for a Mario stage, but... I think giving creators more options is better. And like having a way to have long stages without having to have the player rely on save states is pretty nice. It can help you make your challenge gradient a little bit better, you know? Okay, this level was all about, like, not swimming in the water, and now we're just swimming in it. I don't know, I feel like Luigi's gonna turn into, like, a mutant or something. He's gonna grow, like, a third eye. It'll be truly freakish. You know, I have not played as Mario in this more than once, have I? I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon either. I feel like I'm just kind of locked in on Luigi at the moment. Like... I just don't get to play as Luigi in these hacks that much. I mean, he's in more than you'd expect. Like, not necessarily as, like, a secondary playable character, but, like, sometimes just as the main character that you play as in these. Like, there's actually quite a few Luigi hacks out there. Which, I guess that would have been a fun side series, too. Maybe not just, like, generally Mario World hacks, but maybe just, like, oh, every hack that stars Luigi. That would have been an interesting pull. Because there's quite a few. But I feel like it's still not as often as it could be. So whenever I'm given the opportunity to play as him, I'm like, yeah, I gotta pick Luigi, of course. Are you kidding me? Like, Luigi's the one time I'll prefer green to another color. I'm not normally a green person, but... Well, he's jumping when I jump. That's fucked up and evil. He's like the pink claptraps or whatever. I forgot how goofy the Mario 3 Iggy sprite looked. It's quite the choice they made there. Oh no! Oh, Desert World? Ew. Whatever. I guess it's midway through the game, so they might be able to do something interesting with the desert here. The last hack that I played, SA1, Special Adventure 1, it had a desert world as well. But it was right after a world that was, like, entirely water stages, so it almost felt like it got me to just pop off for there being a desert, like, the first time ever in history that I've ever, like, been excited to play a desert world in a Mario game. Or in a 2D Mario game in a while. It's almost strictly because what I was just playing was all fucking water levels, and I don't want to do that ever again in my life. That was actually too much water. Like, there's a reason that Mario games, when they have water worlds, they make it on, like, beaches and stuff. Or they put, like, some kind of landmass there, and it's just so that not every stage is just the swimming. Because Mario's swimming controls aren't bad, but they're not, like, good enough to carry an entire world and have it be enjoyable. Like, they are serviceable. And if you have the frog suit, which that hack did have, they are quite fun. But I would argue it's still not enough. Alright, Skyrocket Sunset, let's see. Oh, it's this thing. What the fuck? Yo, beta assets? Let's go! This is a Giga Leak thing, isn't it? The old, like, Cape Mario helmet. Which, admittedly, very charming asset. Seeing all those beta Mario things was pretty fun. I think I was on, like, a vacation when it first got revealed. But I remember thinking, like, wow, some of this stuff is really funny. Grandpa Yoshi is one of my favorite things that came out of that. Next to the fucking goddamn freak that Yoshi was. Like, Beta Yoshi was terrifying, to be quite honest. No other word for it, really. An abnormal creature. Not meant for human consumption or human eyes, really. You know, some things from the beta were nice, like the Mario sprite, Grandpa Yoshi. Gotta wonder how they got their hands on that stuff. Big high-profile leaks have been, like, kinda rampant lately, if I'm being honest. I think the biggest one that I know of lately was the Arc System Works one. Which, talk about unfortunate. Unica getting leaked completely. It was fun to see how much of Strive was actually Xrd 3 for a while. Oh, this is the Castlevania song. I think it's going to be Bloody Tears. Yeah, like in that Strive beta, in the in the leaked Strive betas. There were actual just straight up Exerd characters. Not even like, oh, it's like a placeholder or whatever. They were like, I guess they were technically placeholder assets, but I get up there. Oh. They were placeholder assets, but they were like just straight up the Exerd models with like moves and stuff. It was pretty funny. I never actually looked into what people really found. But it was probably kind of neat playing a version of Strive with like real air dashes. Air dashes that people don't get as a misinput. When was the last time you saw somebody like really IAD in that game? Not even being a hater, but I feel like just normal jumping forward is just far stronger in that one. Because they made IAD so fucking slow. None of the air buttons hit down that far anyways. Like, they saw Cliff do IAD jumping kick, and we never want that to even, like, remotely exist. Which, that's kind of fair, but also, like, no IAD buttons at all. It feels really weird. Definitely had, like, moments in my head where I'm like, oh, maybe I should try Strive Anji. You know, I'd like Gold Lewis, maybe I'd like Anji a lot. And I'm just like, he probably plays absolutely nothing like Plus R Anji at all. Which is fine, mind you. It's completely fine. It's just, he probably plays nothing like that. Like, bro probably could not have less to do with that if he tried. So, like, every time I'm thinking about maybe trying the game again, I'm like, yeah, no, the character that I like in Guilty Gear just wouldn't exist. And that's okay. That's just what it is. Oh, is that what the coin is? Put that guy there so you lose the power up in here and get really sad, huh? That's evil. That's all I have to say to that. That's mean. It's a mean-spirited placement. Not looking forward to that ghost house either. But hey, you know, if the worlds are short, and they currently are, at the very least I'll be out of this desert world faster than I know it. You know, it'll be just lickety-split, no issue. It'll be like there was never a desert. It'll be like I never had eyes. It'll be like I never remembered how jumping worked. Holy shit, is this the first time Yoshi showed up? Probably not, but... Been a minute. I don't think you can take Yoshi between stages in this hack, so this is a big deal. He's gotta be real important here. Oh yeah, I see how. Yeah, I get it. I understand the objective here. Yeah. Good work, Yoshi. Excellent hustle. Okay, this said mysterious ruins. I thought we were actually gonna go inside them. Not that I think this is bad or anything, it's just quite funny. This is like the other desert levels. Oh, here we go. How mysterious ruins. Oh. I love how they kept the boss sample. I think they knew how vital it was. Like, when the minute you can start introducing sampled instruments, if you're making new Super Mario Brothers music, you gotta have the ba. It's kind of a crime not to have it. It's so iconic to the sound of those games, whether or not you like it. Very different story, but... in terms of being like, what do people associate with New Super Mario Brothers? Well, it's definitely that. I would make the educated argument. Okay, hold on. I think I gotta do some... we have an environmental puzzle here. I'll get a puzzle might be a little generous of me. What? Whoa! Yeah, you know, cleaning made me feel pretty good today. I think that's my ultimate lesson to impart on anybody. If you ever feel like you're in like a really bad mood, and there's not really a good reason for it, and you realize you could probably stand to clean, you should clean. It'll help you. At the very least, it helped me. You feel real productive when you clean up, and you see your hard work, and it's like, yeah! Now things are all tidy. The good neurons. Makes me all happy. Okay. Haunted Tomb. Well, this is an interesting look for a ghost house, actually. Usually when you get these desert ghost houses, it's just a ghost house. I say as if, like, the desert ghost house is some kind of common level. It really isn't. I don't usually see this kind of level in a desert world. Usually it's just a lot of fucking sand. But... I suppose, you know, less sand is not bad. More like limestone at this point. Aw, damn it. Oh, this is a little sinister, this one. Also, yo, shoutouts to Mario Galaxy music. At least I'm pretty sure that's where this is from. Ah. I think I need the ice flower for that. Oh, damn. Damn, I got fucking cooked. By not having the ice flower for that whole stage. Whoa, I didn't even get the first Yoshi star. Oh my god, I didn't get the first star coin. I'm such a fool. I'm such a foolish fool, in the words of Franziska von Karma. I'm not gonna get the star coin by dawdling, I suppose. Let's go and grab it. Yes, I remember beating this hack. I don't know. I think I beat it for Mario Hack Mondays a long time ago, back before it had the 1.1 release version. About all I remember about this hack is RGB Bowser. Like, just that phrase, which I'm sure I will... I think I remember what it was. It was like he had, like, tubes that were like rainbow colored in the level. But I don't remember if there was any like star coin collectible requirement, but I'm gonna assume if any ROM hacker puts this kind of thing in their game, and the game is like tracking it, I just immediately assume I have to care a little bit, you know? Like, it's not a matter of me wanting to grab them, more that I probably need to if I want to see everything, and I'm enjoying this hack enough to want to do that. This might be the first hack on there that we give the good old 100%. I'm gonna save state here just to be safe. Oh, I'm a fool. You can kill it, look at that. If only it was this easy in real life, just throw a snowball at it and it's gone. But nobody could collect insurance if that was the case. I couldn't burn down my own house and grab the insurance for it. And I guess the whole act of, like, committing arson wouldn't really matter either. We'd just come by with snowballs and just throw it at it. But, you know, it would be kind of convenient. Look, you're not gonna believe it's more sand in the desert world. I hate saying it. It sounds so reductive, like I'm trying to be mean. Like, what else is the desert gonna have? But also, like... what? Okay, I assume this is relevant. Okay, I can't get down there. Oh, I see. I understand. Get it. What's the point of that then? I mean, I have to guess that this is gonna be needed for something else. I actually fucking hate the mini mushroom, by the way. This is the single worst thing New Super Mario Bros. Did. I don't think it's close. They invented a power-up that feels worse to grab than it does to avoid. Like, I like thinking about that about as much as I like saying it. It's like the most unfortunate reality. The mini mushroom is just like a power down. Like, you don't want it, but then you have to have it to get certain exits. And hell, you have to have it to unlock certain worlds in that game. It's like, great, that's really novel, man. It's so great that you're gonna make me use your god-awful thing. Nobody wanted this in Mario Party 4 anyways. Like, you know, everybody in Mario Party 4 that was like, yeah, give me the mini mushroom. No, everybody bought the big ones so they could run over people. You know, what do I know? I am inexperienced. Also, I can't spin jump while I'm mini, which is... you know, that's a little bit of a pet peeve. Okay. Oh, yo, the best song for Mario. Well, not the best song for Mario Land, I don't think that's true, but one of my favorites. This is my friend Dishamon Pow's favorite track from that game. Or, I don't even know if it's this track from that game or if he likes the remix from Brawl. But, you know, admittedly, that's a very good remix of this track. This is a fun level. That's an evil star coin. Boss door! Well. No, obviously I gotta go. I gotta go to the treasure room, of course. How could I not want to go to the treasure room? Oh! Well, they're gonna make me do a fucking maze? Ew. Oh, wait, no, I get it. Solve the puzzle, yeah! Woo, yippee! Wow. Great. Well, I got the star coin. That's what matters. That's what mattered there. And I got to flex that I know how to use power-ups in a Mario game. So there. I guess I can make a little progress into the next world, because I thought I would be finishing this world and then stopping, but I'm making such good headway. We're actually going to be at, like, what, World 5? No, that'd be World 6 by the end, but there are 12 worlds, I think, in this hack. But, you know, we're not out of the woods yet by a long shot. We're like halfway through the worlds. I remember thinking, like, 12 worlds, that's a fucking lot of Mario. That's a lot of Super Martin. But they stayed committed. And all 12 worlds have a unique theme. It's pretty impressive. Because usually these Mario hacks have about 8. And, you know, you got your usual things, and then you got your not usual things. It really depends on which ones you're playing, but there are patterns, you know? Not always necessarily note for note like a classic Mario game, but a lot of the times you'll see some similarities. Oh, this is World 5 I'm going up to, I'm sorry. How do I get down there? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Big perception puzzle. It's a very imposing sounding song, isn't it? Kind of interesting to play like a key hunting level. This stuff normally feels like it'd be more in like a Mario fan game than a Mario hack. Well, I mean, those two things are kind of the same thing, but I feel like I normally do this kind of thing in a Mario World hack. This kind of puzzle feels like it'd be in like Super Mario Bros. X or something. But I'll take it. It's a nice change of pace. 2 out of 3 star coins, so I assume the last one is past this checkpoint. Probably somewhere. No, they're not gonna fake wall me twice? No. Oh, I had a feeling. I had a thought, you know, I was like, there's no way they wouldn't do something like that. It'd be cheeky. Oh! What Koopa Kid is this? Oh, it's... me? Shoutouts to LemmyKoopa.com, which I still think works. I haven't checked that site in a few days. See if I have to get sad now. Nope, it's still up. Yay! I'm not going back there, though. Not on stream, anyways. Oh, Forest World! Of course. How could it be anything but? This is very pretty. Oh! Look at that! He even has like the unique look from is the Kitsune ears and tail. They didn't have that for Luigi until I would say 3D World. Or 3D Land, sorry. Kinda cute to see it in the 2D Mario sprite. Nice touch though, makes Luigi feel a bit more unique. Help my guy stand out a little more, I like that. Oh, I knew I had to have missed one. Well, what the hell could it be then? I do like this song a lot, by the way. This is a custom song. It is from the, I believe, the Vanilla Level Design Contest. Because they did original music for those. For the levels and the math. So this is one of the songs. Whoa! I can't fucking get up there. I can't get up there. Where? Where, video game? A Goomba fucking hit me in the head. Oh, you son of a bitch. How dare you, Bob-omb? How dare you ruin my time? My brief 2-hour saunter into Mario. I'm just... Yeah, I think the worst part about this hack is that going for this completion percentage does feel kind of annoying. And it's almost entirely because of the requirements of having a power-up, which I just think is really lame. I would really just rather it not need one at all. Like, I think you can just hide them more creatively. Especially as it gets harder to avoid damage. It's just like, oh, yeah. Like, there goes that attempt. Oh shit, I tried to crouch jump. I'm sorry. Like, obviously, you can't make your levels devoid of hazards. You could, but it wouldn't be very fun. It would not be in the spirit of the game, you know? Because I feel like the Yoshi coin or the Star coin has to be up here, right? Yeah, I do like that they give you these cute little guides on how to use each of the power-ups. Nice touch. And you get some fun, inquisitive music. Very good. Yeah, we're gonna hit that checkpoint, and we're gonna finish this level normally. Get that third Yoshi coin, third Star coin. I'm gonna call it Yoshi coin, because it's Mario World. But I think everybody knows what I mean. But, like... it's just such a built-in response, because I'm so used to it being Yoshi coins. Like, this is fine. Like, I'm just so used to them being Yoshi coins in Mario World that I'm like, yeah, that's the collectible. It's, like, not necessarily true. But... technically it's a Star coin in this hack, but... who's really keeping track now? Come on. Certainly not me, anyways. Okay. If I were a secret, where would I hide? Maybe up over here, but like I can't get enough running speed. Unless it's that yellow pipe near the beginning. It just goes up into infinity. Because you don't come out of the door there. That would be a really weird spot. I'm gonna give it a try though. I made a sanity save state just so I can keep attempting the flight. That's why. This level being the why don't you try to attempt flying stage. Oh. I gotta go like right near the bullet bill blasters. You fucker. You know, I don't go in there. I don't know where this could be then. I just really gotta fly somewhere else. But it sure doesn't look like it. It doesn't look and isn't. It's very different. Oh! 3-up moon over there. Clearly more shenanigans are afoot, right? Oh my god. How did we get that high? That's the badge? I don't think I can get that high. I'm not good enough. Oh! Oh no. They're gonna make me platform now? Make me platform in a Mario game? What the hell is your problem? What? Oh. Ooh. What door? I guess we can see what this is before we stop. We need to switch palaces for that. Okay, it's the silver door. Yo! Alright, time to game. Oh. It takes so long to get P-speed. There we go. What? Oh god. What? Oh. Ah! I gotta be Big Mario to get. Oh, that's evil. Ba 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 ba. The slider really is one of like the essential Mario songs. Like, when I think of Mario music at this point, this is definitely just, like, one of the songs that comes into mind. Almost universally. Okay, how do I get enough speed to... Can I do this? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, no way. No, I'm not doing all that again. I'm not doing all that again. Wait. Bum bum bum. Oh, that's the star coin for Peach's Castle. Okay. Oh! That's really helpful. Alright, well... Honestly... Yeah, I'll do one more level. But I'm a big fan of having to do a Ghost House stage. In fact, I could honestly say that the fact that this is the last stage that I'm doing is poetic and sad, given my relationship with Ghost House stages. But that's okay. We persevere. We come back stronger than ever when it comes to such things. Thank you all for bearing with my rambling today. I know I was doing a little bit more ranting and raving than I normally do about things that are not technically related to the stream, outside of my ability to do them, but I appreciate being able to get it off my chest, because it definitely... Those are definitely things happening in my life that are irritating me right now. That are impacting my ability to deliver as much on this as I want to. But I appreciate everybody's patience with me regardless. Oh. Do I get in the door? Okay. One more coin, and then we can beat the level. Maybe this won't be the last stage I do if I'm stopping at 12. I've still got plenty of time. Plenty, I say, like 7 minutes, but you know... It'll go by pretty quickly. Is there a coin under him? I knew it. He was sitting on it. I'm getting privy to this hack's tricks. I'm ready. Alright, well, we got it. Let's do this, because it's gonna be Mario Kart Wii music, I'm sure. Oh, how'd I know? I saw an autumn-colored tree, I was like, there's no way it's not Maple Tree Way. Everybody seems to really like that track. and the look of it. You know, honestly, me too. I do like Maple Tree Wit. I am a little sad we haven't seen like an Autumn Forest world in a Mario game. Newer Super Mario Brothers, we had one, which is a very good world as well. It was extra though, it was off the beaten path. You technically never had to engage with it, but the secret worlds in that game are so worth doing and kind of vital to the experience, I think, to really fully enjoy it. Even if the bomb secret world kind of ended abruptly. Bombshell Canyon or whatever, it was kind of disappointing. It was World D in that. It definitely didn't hit as hard as the other ones. The other lettered worlds, the newer, were a lot more interesting, I think. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Okay, I don't think there's anything down there, because that Koopa fell and he just didn't come back up. We're gonna find out. Yeah, no, there's not. There's gotta be one more Yahtzee coin, though. Call it Yoshi coin again. I'm so sorry. It's in my brain like a poison. It's never leaving. It's... Okay, how do you get there? Is there a secret block or something? So my only conclusion is that they want me to fly up there? I mean, that's the only thing I could do to get to that. Mandatory flight, how could they? Alright, what's this? You know what? Let's do this and then I'll call it. We'll end like halfway into World 5. And then next stream I can beat World 5 and I'll be a happy camper. I don't remember what World 6 is in this hack, so that should be fun. Maybe it's Ice World. We'll finally get the snow levels. Not that I'm in any real rush to get those, but... Was I supposed to just... Yeah, okay, that's fair. I read the room very poorly on that. I thought that was like a secret. I didn't even consider they just wanted me to do that. I thought going under was what they wanted. Oh, take that, Spike Top. Take that bullshit. Oh. I don't think I've actually needed the Ice Flower to get any of these coins yet. We're probably gonna finish this level right on time. Oh no, maybe not. What if I die to this? This hazard is pretty scary. Okay, we got it. Look at that. Beautiful. I think that's a perfect, Just see what World 6 is on the map here. Oh, Ice World is World 8. Or is it? I think it is, yeah. World 9 looks kind of cool. Cloud World, I suppose. Maybe World 6 is Cave, then. I don't know. Probably, at this point. This is a really nicely done map, man. I really like the world map in this hack. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and raid Kyan, who is playing Street Fighter 6 today. What the hell? Street Fighter 6. Have a good night, y'all, and thank you for whoever stuck around for this little 2-hour saunter of mine. Have a good evening.